What is the future of podcasting, considering so much of the stuff you do as a podcast?
Sure, yeah. I mean, the future of podcasting continues to be bright. Much like when I started writing for video game stuff and doing reviews, people would be like, oh, I want to do what you do. How do I do it? And I'd always say, you need to be writing every day. Because that's what paid off for me. When I finally started doing it, I finally started learning how, and I proved my point. And I would always tell them, get specific. Get a niche, you know what I mean? Like, you can't be IGN. If you're starting off and you want to do what IGN does, you can't be a mini IGN because nobody wants to read a mini. We already have big IGN. We don't need a mini IGN. It's going to help you to get specific and be like, cool, I only review PlayStation games. I only review action RPGs. I only do, you hone in on your audience so that you segment it, so that you grow community around it, so that you build it out. And so even with podcasting now, that's the same thing. Right now, there are so many podcasts. Everyone is inundated by choice. Whatever topic you want, there's a podcast for. So you need to know the space you're getting into and then make yourself different. How do you stand out from that pack? So just like YouTube, where it's the most ridiculous thing, every minute, like 75 hours of footage is uploaded to YouTube or some crazy number like that. Probably even more than that now. You need to have something that sets you apart. You need to know the space you're in for. So podcasts are going to continue to grow. They're going to continue to be podcasts. I think it's fascinating as you watch actors and politicians and wrestlers all come to this thing and find some degree of success. Find something in it that they like, but also then have to learn how to make it a real show and how to make it something people want to come back to and how to find an audience for it. Podcasting will continue to be a big part of it, but it's also just because, in a way, it's Netflix, right? Hey, we all enjoyed, maybe, again, I'm dating myself here, Man Cow in the Morning or Howard Stern or whatever on terrestrial radio. Maybe even now you're Andy Cortez and you continue to listen to these gosh darn sports shows all the time. You know what I mean? Podcasting is that, but cutting out the middleman. It's just getting it on demand, bringing it down and watching it and listening to it when you want to.